trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. That's what they need right there. Force one here. Up to Chin, who throws it down. Minkler, good ball fake, gets to the 10. Count it and the foul. Two buzzer beaters to his credit, goes down the lane, double pump.
There it is.
Cut! Another! And it's a steal by Soden. Soden to the rim. He's got the layup, and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives, Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Big guys shoot twos.
Step back, Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline, Castic way, double pump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Trying to find Bono. Mike with the steal! Mike is going to run up the clock! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Manchester. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the championship round of the 2024 Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament, a tradition. It goes back decades. We have a rematch of the finale from a year ago. Bedford taking on Memorial. Two teams. A lot of talent, a lot of depth, a lot of size, and perhaps two shortlist contenders in this year's Division I state tournament. Well, both teams already with a couple of tournament wins under their belt. Of course, all these games, Justin, are exhibitions, but
right.
Certainly pride on the line. And the winner gets to leave the gym in the midst of a mini 3-game win streak when regular play resumes coming up on Friday.
Yeah, and that does a lot for your confidence. We've seen Bedford already play, and, they look pretty good. Not quite what they were last year, but they look good. Memorial we haven't seen, so but they always have athletes, and Coach gets them to play hard, and I think it'll be an interesting game. But you look at this kind of like practice, too, like you said, exhibition games, so scrimmages, right? You want to win the tournament just for, like you said, pride, city pride, but great time to work on things, bring in other players, work on your press, work on your traps, work on things you don't normally get a chance to do in practice. So should be interesting today in the final.
A little bit of added pressure perhaps as well. Again, nothing officially on the line, but a big crowd. All eyes will be on these two teams, at least tonight.
Yeah, it's a packed house, and Bedford won the tournament last year, so they're the defending champions, so they kind of have a little chip on their shoulder anyway. They're thinking, well, guys they're not as good as they were last year. Oh, we can get them this year. They're not that team. Those guys all left, and that kind of thing. And then we had Memorial, though, surprise. I think it's a surprise victory over Trinity to get here, because Trinity kind of has been that team that I think they were ahead and got West by 30-plus points, I think, in the first round, which shocked me, because Trinity is significantly, I don't know what you would call it, but improved from last year, and a team that I think could win the whole thing.
Yeah. Big defensive second half for Memorial in that semifinal come from behind win over Trinity yesterday. Coming up, starting lineups, national anthem tip-off at the top of the hour. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
The center is a senior, number 22, Connor O'Rourke. The Bulldogs are led by head coach Frank Moreno. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Manchester Memorial Crusaders.
Come on, let's be impartial.
And for the sophomore, number 14, Joel Golden.
Put that headset right there so we get more time.
And forward, senior number 24, Lecho Law. And forward, senior number 10, Jack Rose. And guard, senior number 2, Corey Forey. And at guard, senior number 1, Christian Malone. Your Crusaders are led by Kenny Bryson. He is assisted by Tom Lazoy, Brady Shea, and Kevin Donahue.
17 a game. Ball
Fans,
State.
we'd like to ask that all in attendance please rise and remove their caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now here.
Ready to rumble here in Manchester as we get set for the championship game of this 2024 Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Well, both head coaches really pride themselves on getting up and down the floor. Pace, I expect to be a factor tonight. What else do we look for between the Crusaders and Bulldogs?
Curious to see if Memorial does anything different to kind of throw Bedford off. Bedford has young players. Memorial is kind of stacked with some, seniors that have been around for a while. Do they press early? Do they kind of come out maybe and trap and create some early situations that Bedford has to react to? Mismatches, too. Look at inside. Memorial has a couple guys that are 6'4", 6'5", as opposed to the Bedford squad with one guy, O'Rourke in the middle.
Three officials on hand, Richard Deschard, Daryl Robichaud, and Pat McCarthy, three of the state's best. Early shot for Bedford off the tip, ends up short in the lane. Now Memorial looking to push. Their point guard goes all the way to the cup, leaves it short with the left, follows it back with the right, is rejected. And Memorial going to hit the reset button. You mentioned the veterans, 4 seniors, 3 of them returning starters from a year ago for Coach Bryson.
Yeah, and you said, Bori averaged, 17 points a game last year? See what he can do today.
Bori is the point guard. Opens up 0 for 3 on that trip. Quick shot the other way is short for Logan O'Connell. Left it on the rip of the iron. Borey the other way. Meanwhile, the trailer is going to pull the trigger on a straightaway 3. That won't go for a Joe Lual. Rebound is left untouched under the basket, and it belongs to Bedford. Well, the inbounder is a player to watch tonight. That's the freshman Weiji Dot. Played well in the early going. Had 18 in the first round victory of this tournament over Goffstown. Here he is at the free throw line. Going to pull it out with a left-hand dribble. And with a minute gone by, we remain scoreless. Now Dak to the rim, able to lean into that right-hand scooper. Gets it off the glass for the first time again.
You know, these guys probably know each other pretty well, and that was a good move. Confidence going to the basket for the freshman. Got hit on the arm as well. No call. No call there either. Good rebound by O'Rourke.
Challenge from behind there by Doc. Layup attempt there for Joel Gomez. Meanwhile, 3 from the wing. That won't fall for Jack Hinton. Weak side rebound. Springs to Borey. Borey push. He goes down the lane. And nearly got that one to go. That's Christian Bolio. Bolio, the senior. Borey, his classmate. Numbers 1 and 2 in white tonight for Memorial. You see the good step-through move there in transition to draw the foul.
They have demonstrated quite a bit of quickness so far. Bedford hasn't seen this kind of quickness yet, I don't think, this year.
Hinton draws his first foul. It's the first foul either way. And Christian Bolio is going to cash in at the line to put his team on the board with a minute and a half gone by. Folks continuing to file in here. Not a whole lot of empty seats left.
No room left, Nick. None.
A good crowd as we expected, representing both schools. 2 for 2 trip for the senior. Christian Bololo trying to D up the point guard on the other end as Landon Elsmore comes into the front court for Bedford.
And again, both teams in man, so nobody's really done anything too different from what they normally do. I'll tell you what, Memorial's doing a lot of switching, though, defensively.
Into the lane, Elsmore, tough shot, tried to bank it from a difficult angle. Pinching down on the glass is Bololo. Got his running mate, Borey for 3, and that'll drop. A friendly hometown roll there for the senior sharpshooter. He's got it to go from downtown. 5 unanswered from Memorial gives them their first lead.
Yeah, you know what? They're showing their ability to get up down the floor quickly. Speed right now and athleticism. Bedford again. Young.
There's Dak up top. Down the lane. Going to draw the foul there.
Got a shot blocked toward the end, but a good move. Confidence. I like to see him go quicker. Don't dance around. Just go attack the basket. End up at the free throw line.
First team foul at the line, 2 shots. Switching Doc.
Foul occurred in midair near the basket. It goes against Joe Luau, the senior. That is his first, team's first. Dak to the line for the first time tonight. Gets that to go. He's got all 3 points for Bedford. Only freshman in the starting lineup for Coach Frank Moreno. 2 for 2. 5-4 here with 2.5 gone by.
Like Bedford to see free throws. Yeah, 4 for 4 tonight.
A good start at the line for both teams. Bedford in the patented man-to-man. That should be the look most of the way. 3-pointer up and in, Jack Brooks. Well, again, Memorial, they've got shooters. Brooks hits the second team 3 here of this first quarter. Meanwhile, O'Connell can't get the layup to go. Brooks now in transition to 3-on-2 across the lane. There's the trailer, and that's rejected. No, a foul. A late whistle will send Joel Gomez to the free throw line. Good ball movement there on the break for the home team.
Absolutely. And not bad defense, good block. But I like the fact that Memorial came down and they were willing to share the ball. Look at that. We got 1, 2 passes for a layup, got a shot blocked, little foul. But unselfish play. That's how you win. If you can play unselfishly like that, you're going to win ball games.
First free throw good for Gomez. Foul, by the way, was on the 6'5" Connor O'Rourke. Starting center for Bedford. The senior is going to take the miss off the front rim for the Bulldogs. After Gomez goes 1 for 2. 9-4 Memorial. They're on a 9-2 run.
And they need Connor O'Rourke in the game with, size right now. It's going to be really important for Bedford. Rebounding wise, changing shots.
O'Rourke backdoor to Dak. Can't get the right-hand layup from the left side. Challenged well by Lual. Memorial the other way. Crusaders looking to capture the momentum Scored 9 of the last 11 as we head towards the midway point, first quarter.
A lot of dribble kick. Looks like we're going to keep attacking the basket and look to kick out for threes.
There's Bololo off the dribble. Looks to attack, slashing move. Shot went awry, loose, follows his own miss, kicks to the corner. Three-pointer for Borey, around the rim and out, and there's Dak finally on the glass for Bedford.
Big rebound by Dak.
O'Rourke in traffic, left hand, in and out. Brooks on the glass for Memorial. That's got Coach Bryson on his feet. Calling out the play here for the Crusaders inside of 4 minutes first quarter. Luau, drive and kick. Bololo, step back three. Challenged by Elsmore, it's too strong. Off the bounce, O'Rourke collects again for Bedford.
4 big rebounds already, I think, for O'Rourke early.
Bulldogs, meanwhile, hoping to score for the first time in a while. They've been empty their last few trips, including that one there as that 3 rims out.
Good look. Wide open look. Got to put those down, right? You're down 9-4, so early. Not that bad.
Bololo dribbling into a crowd. And then a travel is called.
Offensive foul.
Is it?
Yeah, called a foul.
Yeah, you're right. A little push off there against Bololo.
Wondering did he stick his arm out? Let's take a look.
Couldn't quite see it from that angle, but may have dipped that left shoulder / left arm.
Yeah, didn't see much.
Either way, I believe that's the first turnover either way.
It is.
Been
I was just going to ask you that. Yeah.
First quarter.
Very clean. And you know what? For a final game, tournament final, that's unusual too. Nerves usually come out. Good move.
Up and under, counted for Dak. Second field goal, 6 points. All 6 for Bedford.
I feel like he knows these guys. He knows some of the Memorial players, so he's going to go at them. Like they probably play against each other, pick up games quite a bit. He's going to go at them.
Crusaders by 3. High post, Brooks, back door. That was a good one for Borey. May have been jammed, partially deflected. Bedford will wrestle it away in the end. Ali Shakur, the sophomore guard who just came on. Meanwhile, this one a bank shot for Elsmore. Junior missed his first few from the floor. Able to lean into that one. And all of a sudden, Bedford's back within 1 at 9-8.
And in a 2-3 zone as well, trying to see if they can change it up a little bit defensively, make Memorial do something offensively. Does Memorial recognize that? We'll have to see.
On the baseline, Bololo finds Brooks, corner 3, back iron miss, high rebound. Collected just south of the free throw line for Bedford. Elsmore, make this O'Connell. Pull up, no. Elsmore the rebound, back out O'Connell, three-pointer, line drive miss. Ball loose in the corner, Dak to it for Bedford. Third try on the way for the Bulldogs. Skip past 3, Elsmore cashes it.
Can't leave him wide open like that. What do we have? Multiple offensive rebounds on that possession, so you're going to get wide open looks. Eventually one of those is going to go down.
Elsmore now with 5 points. And Bedford, their first lead since 2-0 at 11-9. 7 unanswered by the Bulldogs. Memorial hoping to heat back up here offensively. Against the Bedford zone, they go inside out. Three-pointer. Too strong for Bololo. Rebound up for grabs in the lane, and then a jump ball is called by our official, Pat McCarthy.
Good call. Good quick call. Don't want wrestling. Right? No wrestling. Call it. Let's go.
Coach Bryson goes to the bench for the first time. Luau will sit. A little smaller lineup on the floor now as Devin LaValle, a senior guard, set to inbound here for Memorial. Just over a minute to go, first quarter. Crusaders hoping to tie or perhaps take the lead. Meanwhile, this one deflected into the backcourt. It's allowed to roll out of bounds as Joel Gomez watches it cross the line. And it was last touch by Bedford, so a smart play there by the Crusader forward.
Got to pick that up. Oh, smart play letting it bite. You know, he kind of sealed off the defender, but you don't want to take that chance. He goes by you and get that. If you know it's yours and you can get it, grab it so you don't have a possible turnover. They'll reach in there in the cookie jar.
O'Connell from behind. Called for the contact. That's his first, team's third.
So right now, what do we have? Bedford switched to a zone. Trying to see if Memorial has recognized that yet. They're doing the same, couple same things. You're seeing the side out of bounds play if they get a good shot. Oh, switching underneath. Bedford's going to stay in the zone on the out of bounds, it looks like. This is where you have to screen a person.
Long outlet intercepted. Ellsmore to the cup for an easy 2.
With a turnover, easy steal.
And then a timeout is called by Memorial. Bedford, after falling behind 9-4, has scored 9 in a row and lead at 13-9. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford, Londonderry, and now Epping as well. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally by the New Hampshire Tomahawks Showcase and Development for college lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance, the championship round of the 2024 Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament. Memorial led by as many as 5. They now trail by 4 coming out of the timeout. Final 40 seconds here, first quarter.
If they hold for the last shot, keep moving the ball around.
Got a foul here on the perimeter.
Don't bail them out, right? Don't bail them out. So do we have a sub in there, right? We have the other O'Connell in there.
Luke O'Connell, the freshman, just came onto the floor, picks up his first. Puts Bedford up against the team foul limit now with 4.
Good look, bounce pass, right? Bounce pass, wide open, layup.
Chest pass denied there, knocked out of play.
People forget, we love the bounce pass. It's a wonderful pass, it gets through. Tough to get your hands down to pick it up.
Some contact in the air, but no whistle as Dak forces the miss.
Yeah, he wanted a foul.
Ellsmore going to step into an elbow J and knock it down as the junior guard stays hot for Bedford. Now 9 in the quarter. Bulldogs have scored 11 straight.
Right.
Final shot may go to Memorial here with 10 seconds to go. Instead, it's a quick release on the baseline for Joel Gomez, his first field goal. Final shot may end up with Bedford. Down to 2, down to 1. Fadeaway 3 won't go for O'Connell. However, they're going to count the tip.
I don't know about that.
They're going to count the tip at least for now. You can see Shakur is fired up. Coach Moreno likes it.
That's his call. It's his call up top. We have to look at ours. We can see the replay with Wizard. No, we couldn't see the clock.
Couldn't see the clock.
But nonetheless, that's his call up top.
It counts at least for now. 17-11 after 1. Bedford a 6-point edge. Memorial looking to claw back when we come back. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Opening second quarter, Bedford wasting little time as Connor O'Rourke gets a left-hand scooper to go for the Bulldogs. They've got their largest lead on the board, and Bedford forces another Memorial turnover. 19-11 after 1. Nick Anastas along with Justin Gorham here in the championship round of this 2024 Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament. Logan O'Connell for 3. Had the defender right there. Almost dared him to shoot. The junior pulls the trigger. Got a determined scowl on his face here defensively. His team rolling right now, 22-11 doubling up the Crusaders for their first double-digit lead of the game.
And you know what? The zone is working. Right now, Memorial's having trouble dissecting the zone. That was a great play that time. That was a dissection of the zone and a great pass by his teammate.
Little drive and dump. Bololo with the assist. Gomez, his second field goal, 5 points for the senior. Memorial needed that bucket. Back within single digits at 22-13. Meanwhile, Jack Hinton into the lane off the lefty dribble, lost it.
First turnover, I think, for Bedford in the game so far. Although Matt's not good.
Again, high-low. Bololo in a crowd. Right-hand shot short, and ultimately it's cleared by O'Rourke for Bedford.
Tough shot.
His fifth rebound.
That's about 5'11", maybe 6 foot, going against a 6'5" guy inside who we think is 6'7".
O'Connell, double clutch shot there. Left it short. Ultimately, it's Bololo the other way. Quick three, up and in. A high-arcing effort from the wing there for the senior, Devin LaValle, coming off the bench for his first bucket. Meanwhile, over the shoulder, count it, and the foul. O'Connell absorbing the contact, able to shield the basketball and use the glass to his advantage.
Tough shot.
Three-point play opportunity on the way.
That's old-school three-point play. Let's see what the Wizard has. Nice little flick underneath. Opposite side of the basket. Oh, yes. Got to use the basket. A lot of times you see guys jump up and they shoot the ball on the same side of the basket against the big guy. Get your shot blocked, right? If you use the basket, got to come around the other way. Tough for that shot block. Tough for that shot block.
O'Connell cashes in his first trip to the line. And Bedford again by 9, 25-16. Bulldogs looking to repeat as champions. Did it in the final over Memorial last year as well. Meanwhile, another turnover as Jack Brooks dribbled the basketball out of bounds just in front of the Bedford bench.
I didn't see him dribble it out of bounds. I thought maybe they called a carry out of bounds, huh? Sometimes you got to know where the lines are, Nick. Got to know where the lines are.
Fourth Memorial turnover. Heat check three won't go for O'Connell. Pinching down on the glass is Brooks. Memorial hoping to get something quickly the other end. Instead, a double team comes in the corner. Ball is thrown away. Taken away, Bedford with numbers, but the cross paint pass ends up behind its intended target and out of bounds.
Got away. Left-handed pass coming from that side, throwing it the opposite direction. Very tough pass to make.
That's the junior guard Tyler Pickett, who just came on.
He brings energy. Saw him the other day. He brings energy off the bench.
Memorial trying to make it a two-possession game. They led by as many as 4 back in the first quarter.
Got away with a backcourt violation. Stepped over the line. Didn't see it.
Bori, head down, left hand, count it, and the foul.
Good move by the lefty. Bori squared.
That's his second field goal. Knocked one down from the wing earlier.
Game is smooth. I like it. Smooth going to the basket.
Was an all-state selection a year ago, 17 per game. He's got 5 in this first half. Meanwhile, Coach Moreno back to the Bedford bench, makes a change in the middle. As O'Rourke, the rebounding leader in this first half, is going to get his first rest. Dak returns after a brief spell on the bench. Meanwhile, a missed free throw and a foul on the rebound. Going to go against Memorial. Gomez a little too physical there, gets hit with his first.
Look like Memorial also bringing in, I'm going to go with Adumwe. No, I'm sorry, Adumene. Right? Adumene.
Yeah, that's Liam Adumene, the sophomore guard.
First time we've seen him today.
Yep. Memorial going to stick with the man-to-man look. That's been the defensive formation of choice. Meanwhile, deep three for Hinton won't go. Adumene pinches down to collect it off the bounce. Memorial is going to score in traffic. Easy layup there for Brooks. Great transition opportunity seized on by the Crusaders. They're back within 5. Make it 7. As O'Connell goes right to the tin for 2 more. 8 points now for the junior. Bedford by 7. Drive and kick. Ready to fire is Gomez. Line drive 3 won't work. Dak able to collect his 3rd rebound for Bedford. Now Dak down the lane. Left-hand banker, no. Kept alive by Ellsmore. In a crowd, kicks it out. Ready to fire is the lefty Pickett. That is too strong. And a rebound collected on the weak side by LaValle for Memorial. He's going to slow it down.
Frenetic.
Comes into the front court himself with the left-hand dribble.
Frenetic pace right now. Bedford back in that man as well. You said Memorial has stayed in the man the entire time.
Brooks rejected. Ellsmore sent it back. Bolio into a crowd. No. Brooks, yes.
Brooks for the rebound and a basket.
Third time the charm there as Memorial pounds the offensive window.
Couple of fouls, not called. I'll tell you what, I know it's an exhibition. They're letting them play. They're letting them bang around inside and not calling ticky-tack fouls.
Offensive rebound, Pickett, and then Hinton is rejected.
Good block.
LaValle eventually secures for the Crusaders. Meanwhile, a whistle here is going to be on the floor, I believe.
Blocking foul. Shooting two. No, he's shooting two.
Okay.
He threw it up.
It goes against Ellsmore. That'll send Bololo to the free throw line.
And Bololo is perfect so far. Timeout. Okay.
Timeout here with 3:29 to go in this first half. 27-22 Bedford. They've led by as many as 11. And as we highlighted at the top of the broadcast, hoping to do it a second straight year over Memorial in this spot, the championship round of this Queen City Invitational Tournament.
I'd like to see Bedford go back to the zone. The zone worked, right? The zone worked. Teams don't see a lot of zone right now. Teams play man. They love playing man. It's really difficult to rebound off a zone, but Bedford found a way to kind of force them to take wide shots way out, and they had no offensive rebounding, so they were able to get the ball and come down and score. And I'd like to see Memorial maybe do something just a little bit different, maybe attack differently, use their size, go inside, take advantage of that. Maybe they can switch up defensively, play a little zone, maybe press, do something a little bit different practice-wise, right? Let's get it in now so you can use it later when you play them for real. He's a great scouting opportunity for their assistant coaching staff to watch the game here and just see what's going on. Don't have to listen to me, because that doesn't matter. But they get a chance to watch what's going on and what they need to do next time, right?
Well,
when they play each other.
Alluded to the regular season matchup. That's coming right up. January the 10th.
Yeah, that's
January
right
the 10th.
corner.
That is at Bedford a week from Friday.
We might want to investigate that.
Yeah.
That could be a possibility.
Sure.
Even though we've seen them once, the next time is for real. Yeah.
All right, here is the point guard, Christian Bololo, misses the front end of this two-shot free throw. He's played well.
And I didn't jinx that either. I didn't say anything.
3 rebounds unofficially. Both of his points in this first half came at the line previously. Free
timely
throw around
screaming,
the rim.
Quality timely screaming over there from somewhere.
One of the Bedford fans may have jinxed that shot.
I think it's a Bedfordian small person up at the very top there, little guy.
You got the Bulldog faithful on the far side of the court. The Memorial student section is to our right. Meanwhile, a foul here under the iron. That's going to send Dak back to the free throw line.
Dak is back.
Bedford freshman has played well. 6 points and 3 rebounds in this first half. Has a chance to add to that total. Foul goes against Gomez, his second. And the third team foul against Memorial. Both of these teams playing their third game in as many days, Justin. We have not seen, at least so far, really any fatigue affect these players in any way, right?
Maybe at the end. You'll see that in the second half. If a team decides, you know what, let's press. I remember when I did this when I was coaching. We played the first game, and we beat at West. We beat. Do it, once. Yep. And so in the next game we played Memorial, and we continued to do what we've been doing. We pressed the entire time. We tried to run. Second half, we ran out of gas and lost by about 3 or 4. And that was again, fatigue, and we were in pretty good shape. But I wanted them to do the same thing they've been doing, so they would do it continually into the year. Don't change anything. And even if we lose, do the same thing you've been doing.
Meanwhile, Bedford hacked to that 2-3 zone. We saw that earlier in the first quarter.
Worked really well.
Bulldogs by 6. Memorial going to chip away. Wraparound shot, count that one. First field goal for Bololo.
I like him going to the basket.
Athletic finish in the paint over 2 Bulldogs. Cuts it to 4.
Well, I'm putting Luwal inside, though. I want to put Luwal, and I want to put Brooks maybe inside. Block, low block, high block.
Offensive foul against Dak. Big collision in the paint. Coach Bryson applauding his team's defensive effort. you see there.
Let's take a look. Yep, he was waiting. He was waiting. Good play. We don't have that magic little circle underneath like they do in college. In the NBA has that little circle in there. So if you're inside the area and you're too low underneath the basket, it's an automatic block.
That rule, of course, does not apply in the NHIAA. 4-point game. Memorial trying to climb back into this one possession by possession, but this one goes awry. Travel is called as Luau lost its footing.
See, I'm putting Luau on the block, right? Low block, high block, inside. He's the biggest guy right now. Well, second biggest guy on the floor. His teammate, I think, is Brooks, a little bit bigger. But inside, he's not. I don't necessarily think he's a three-point shooter. Put him inside, have him get the ball, high post, kick, corner, boom, wing, easy shots. Right now, he's playing outside.
Got an offensive foul, a moving screen. It's called against Jack May. The senior forward just came on for Bedford. Picks up his first. That also puts Bedford at 5 team fouls. So bonus time
Close.
moving forward for Memorial. 2 minutes to go until halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, out-of-town scoreboard on the way as well. Memorial again hoping to cut this to 2 possessions. Instead, they turn it over for a second straight trip. Dak all the way gets the left-hand finish.
Steal and a turnover, or steal and a basket for Dak. Great play.
6 giveaways for Memorial in this first half.
You got to put your ball handlers out top so they can make those passes, though.
Final 90 seconds. 3-pointer up and in.
Man, alive.
Brooks fading to his left, didn't matter. His second from downtown. He's the first to double figures either way with 10 points.
He was way out there in that shot. No hesitation.
Meanwhile, Adumene giving all kinds of problems to Bedford's Landon Elsmore, who cannot clear it. A 10-second violation is called.
And you can't really argue with that. I mean, that was pretty much 10 seconds.
And again, that's got the Memorial fans excited. Chance to tie it perhaps here with a 3-pointer. As we head towards 1 minute to go, second quarter. Bulldogs going to stay in the 2-3 zone. Bololo, Adume blocked in midair by Dak. Dak fails to secure it. Bololo, drop step, wild bank attempt, no. Second try, yes.
Another rebound for him. He is a big-time rebounding guard. I have him with 6, but that could be a little bit of an extra one in there.
6 and 6 is what I've got him for. Meanwhile, Elsmore in double figures now for Bedford, with 11 after the layup. 32-29. Brooks out of control. Travel is called.
You know, that's a couple travels back-to-back. They got away with one on the last possession. Did not get away with it that time, Nick.
No, both Richard Deschard and Daryl Robichaud.
Full court man by Memorial with 39 seconds left, so there's a defensive change. Tire out the ball handlers. Got to make them work.
Saw this in the second half yesterday, and that come from behind semifinal win over Trinity. Final 25 seconds. Hinton squares away and knocks it down.
Can't let that go, though. Nobody near him. Nobody switched. Nobody helped. Wide open.
Tough one here for Bori. And then Brooks fouled, trying to go right back up. Took it on the wrist. And he'll head to the free throw line. Brooks has played well in this first half for Memorial. 10 points, 4 rebounds. And with 14 seconds, his team down 6. Officials going to chat here for a moment at midcourt. Just trying to get the number. And it does go against Elsmore. That's his second.
Bori got away with a large arm bar, extending away from the body, pushing off. But they got lucky and got an offensive rebound. You know, they did a nice job trying to, have Bedford work a little bit, bringing the ball up. But you can't leave guys wide open on the 3. Either you're going to switch it or you're going to have to help each other get through the screens, or just nobody got out. And they just sort of lost him and left him unattended.
Trip. However, Jake Ornelis going to win the scrum under the basket and get the shot to go off the glass. 35-31. Elsmore, tough one there from 16 feet, won't go. And that will do it for the first half here in Manchester. Bedford built up at one point An 11-point advantage early in the second quarter. Memorial able to fight back and are within striking distance at the break. 35-31, Bedford leading Memorial at halftime. All right, when we come back, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, and an out-of-town scoreboard as well. You are watching the 2024 Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament, the championship round here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We are presented by Beals Insurance.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
35-31. Our score at halftime. Bedford leading Manchester Memorial. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's the 2024 City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament Championship game. It's a rematch from a year ago. Bedford hoping to make it back-to-back holiday tournament victories. Well, Memorial started out pretty well, limited the turnovers in that first quarter. At one point built up a 5-point edge. Bedford made a run early in that second quarter, led by junior guard Landon Elsmore's team-high 11 points. The lead was 11 at one point, the high-water mark for the Bulldogs. Then Memorial chipped away over the final 4 or 5 minutes, are back within striking distance at 35-31. Some of the numbers unofficially from that first half. We mentioned Elsmore for Bedford, the only Bulldog in double figures with 11. Had plenty of help, though, from freshman Weeji Dak. 9 points to go with 5 rebounds.
He played well.
And Logan O'Connell did his thing on the offensive end as well with 8 points. Memorial led by Jack Brooks, one of 4 seniors in the starting lineup for Coach Bryson. 10 points to go with 6 boards in that first half.
Well, good first half, both teams. I think Memorial just needs to figure a couple things out, how to attack the zone. When they had someone in the paint at the elbow and they got the ball inside and he made a good pass to the cutters or he kicked it out for a 3, that worked, although the zone did work well for Bedford. Interestingly enough, though, Memorial has out-rebounded Bedford 19-13, and they've made more threes, and so you kind of go, well, where are these extra points coming from, that extra 4? Bedford's had some very timely, wide-open looks. A couple offensive rebounds, but some wide-open looks, a layup here and there, uncontested kind of shots. And then turnovers, again, are very close. So it's going to be a very, I think, close game, come down to the wire. Although, like you said, fatigue. Who maybe gets tired first after playing 3 long games in a row?
Yeah, you mentioned the kind of a grueling schedule here. The quarterfinal round of this 8-team tournament took place Friday night. The semifinals and some of those losers bracket games took place both yesterday and this morning, all building up to this finale. Bedford, of course, they beat a very good Exeter team in the semifinal round yesterday to advance, whereas Memorial had to do it from behind against a very talented and previously unbeaten Trinity Pioneer squad.
Man, those are 2 good wins for these teams.
Yes, sir.
Because we saw Exeter. We know Exeter's going to be good. And we haven't seen Trinity. We've only heard things. And we know they're going to be tough because they play defense so well and they get after it. Coach has got them to buy in defensively. And I think if you can get teams to do that, I don't care who you are. They buy in defensively, you have a chance to win. Speaking
of Trinity, they handed Bedford an opening night loss. 73-66 was that final. Bedford has not lost since. Blowout win over North. We saw them at home with that victory over Bishop Girton before the holiday break.
We did.
And, of course, 2 wins in this exhibition tournament as well.
And I like this. They come out right away in that zone that worked so well.
Here's Brooks for 3. In and out, no. The follow, yes, by Gomez.
Follow. Gomez again. Gomez, you know what? Again, timely baskets for Gomez. Good rebound.
7 points for Gomez.
But I like the zone. But he got the rebounding, though. You have to find your man in zone. It's tougher to find your guy to box out than it is in a man.
O'Connell spins to his right, leans into a banker, won't go. O'Rourke, his 6th rebound. Going to result in the foul call near the iron. 6'5" senior on his way to the free throw line.
I'd like to see him get maybe a few more looks at the basket.
Didn't shoot the ball a whole lot in that first half.
No, I mean, that maybe 2 shots. Made 1 basket, right? Maybe 2 shots.
High man on the glass, as we mentioned, either way. With now 6 rebounds. Free throw will go.
He has a nice touch around the basket. It'd be good to see him maybe throw the ball inside, do some work, and especially when they're playing man, Memorial, right? Throw the ball inside. Let's see if he can, do something with his back to the basket.
Won't go. Brooks, the rebound for Memorial. Bulldogs fall back in that 2-3. It's been a blend of man and zone tonight for Coach Moreno. Extra pass, frees up, Bololo, won't go. Power dribble, rejected. 3rd try in a crowd. No, ball still loose. Tapped out, bodies on the floor. Bedford the other way. Up ahead for Ellsmore. Layup, no. Dak follow. That one sits on the back of the rim, and a jump ball is going to be called.
Oh, no. Oh, no, you don't see that very often. You really don't see that very often.
No, you don't. You do see it kind of wedged between the side of the iron and the backboard, but that one just sat on that back square, so to speak, behind the rim.
Is that great touch or a really bad miss? What is that? I think that's good touch. We're going to say great touch.
I'd say great touch as well. Meanwhile, stepping into a three is O'Connell, and it's splashed down yet again.
Got to get a hand up, right? Get a hand up. If you're going to play man in the out of bounds, you better know where your man is. You better get a hand up.
O'Connell with 11 points, and now another answering three from Jack Brooks.
He has no hesitation shooting that three.
That's his third from downtown. 13 points for Brooks. Memorial, again, hanging around. 39-36, nearly 2 minutes gone by in this third quarter.
We just went 3 for 3, so three-pointer for a three-pointer. Let's see what they do. Still playing man, Memorial. Oh, got away with the travel. He did not get away with the travel.
A traveling violation called as O'Connell lost his footing. Bedford 5 turnovers in that first half, their first one of this third quarter.
He pulled the rug out or pulled the chair out on the spin move. Fell backwards.
So again, the Crusaders, after trailing by as many as 11, with a chance to tie the game with a three ball here. This pass along the sideline deflected out of bounds by the defender, Dak.
And if we look at Memorial's lineup, too, they changed the lineup. They took out the big fella. They got Adumene in there instead of Lual, I believe.
Yeah, a little smaller lineup. Meanwhile, good lefty finish for Bololo.
He is bouncy. Wow. No wonder he gets so many rebounds. He gets up.
He's working on a double-double tonight. 8 points, 8 rebounds.
He's fun to watch.
Bedford goes back door, and Hinton's got a right-hand layup.
Great pass on the cut.
5 points for Hinton. Bedford by 3 again. Bololo in the air. Contact, no whistle. Loose ball. O'Connell tried to get the outlet pass there from O'Rourke, but it's denied by Brooks. Slapped it on his way to the ground.
Almost got a turnover. Good kind of timely rebound by O'Rourke.
And Bedford's leading man on the glass with 7.
Now see, they're using Adumene little pressure as we bring the ball up, tire the guards out.
Dak for 3 won't go. Bololo rips away his 9th rebound up the floor. Brooks denied by Dak. Rebound to Hinton, outlet to Dak. Dak is knocked down, and a foul occurs at midcourt.
Good foul, knocked him down. Now see, on that play, Brooks had a head of steam going. He's still down underneath the basket over there. Hopefully he's okay. He went down hard, wanted a foul called, but he probably should have given the ball. They had a 2 or 3 on 1. Tough one. It's a tough one.
Coach Bryson on the floor checking on his guy.
Got to come out now. Once he sits down like that and they do that, he has to come out and take a break.
So Brooks will sit until at least the next whistle. We get another look at Lual back in the middle for Memorial.
So 3 on 2 with a trailing O'Rourke, so maybe the extra pass would have got an easier basket, but he might have got fouled. But you know what? Again, they're not going to call that in this tournament.
Coming up on the midway point, third quarter. Bedford hoping to expand the lead here. 3-pointer. Ellsmore will double the advantage.
Away. They walked away and just left him alone. You can't do that.
Not with a shooter of his caliber. His second 3-pointer. Fade away. Won't work for Gomez. Quick outlet from O'Rourke. Springs Hinton, but he's chased down from behind by Adumene. Up ahead to Borey. Borey with a crossover. Up and under for
right
2.
Hand. Right opposite hand for Borey.
Coach Moreno. No, make this Coach Bryson with a quick timeout from the Memorial sideline. It's going to stop the clock with just over 4 minutes to go as we get another look at that reverse layup. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally, by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance, the Queen City Invitational. Boys basketball tournament, also known as the Christmas tournament. Final round action here, a rematch from a year ago. Bedford looking to repeat as back-to-back champs. Memorial looking for revenge. Deep three-pointer, O'Connell hit the act, and he will head to the free throw line to shoot three.
They left him alone, and he went to close out. Got to stay on the floor, get a hand up.
Goes against Adamini. No, it's against Bori. Bori. Spoke too soon. That's only his third team foul against Memorial. We have not seen a Bulldog commit a foul here in this third quarter.
And they did a nice job. They almost jumped. Well, they did jump the screen and roll and almost got a steal up high here. And then they left that wide open three after missing the steal. If you're going to jump that, you better get the steal.
O'Connell misses the first, hits the second.
And he's a good free throw shooter, too, normally. You know, it's weird when you shoot 3 free throws in a game, too. You see a lot of guys at any level, miss one. They always seem like they miss one of the 3.
Right.
It's rare to see them make all 3, it feels like.
He's 2 for 3 on the night. Hoping to go 2 for 3 here on this trip, but he can't do it.
He's got a low knee bend, Nick. It would stress me out every time I see it.
Bori covers a lot of ground on that crossover. Gets it to go to his right off the window.
And I thought he was going to pass that. He would nice switch to the right hand. Left-handed player switching to the right hand.
Meanwhile, wild shot here as Luke O'Connell, the freshman guard, is back on.
I'm going to call that before the shot, I think. Yeah, a little push before the shot.
Yep, foul on the floor against Memorial. That puts the Crusaders up against the limit with 4.
Yeah, 4 zip.
So they've got to be careful here over the final 3:42 of the quarter. Gomez, the sophomore, is going to sit. And Brooks is back on after a brief rest. Meanwhile, Dak struggling to keep that in the front court. Can't do it. Bori examining his options. Adomine falling down. Brooks to tap. No. And then it's Bedford's O'Connell out of the crowd. Coach Bryson rolling his eyes, wanted a foul there. This one is dropped in front of the official, Richard Deschard. Says emphatically it's going to stay at this end.
And there is no room to take the ball out over there. Look at the feet. You can't. There is no room at all.
Right in a crowd of Bedford supporters.
I think you got to move that to the steps. See where the steps are? Relocate. Right where the steps are to give him a chance to, so he doesn't step over the line.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Bulldogs have played with the lead more often than not and have led by as many as 11. And we got to travel here.
Got to pass the ball. They ran into this a little bit the other night. Now we got a little talking there, a little bumping, a little talking. Look at that.
O'Connell and Brooks having words at midcourt. After O'Connell is called to travel, that's the 7th Bedford turnover. Memorial, having 7 giveaways in that first half, I don't believe have committed a turnover so far in this third quarter. Meanwhile, a foul in the high post. It's a reach in against O'Connell, and that may be a result of some frustration.
Yeah, I think he was a little fired up. He didn't think he traveled. I think what he was trying to hope for is the ball got blocked and you came down. You have to let go of the ball when you get it blocked like that. Sometimes they'll call a jump ball, too, on that. If it was like that, I couldn't see it very well, and it would be a jump ball.
Oh, Bori trying to dribble out of a double team.
So we saw a little too much, I was going to say the other night, Bedford, a little too much dribbling. Every once in a while they got away with a little too much dribbling, and they didn't move the ball. Coach wants them to move the ball, and they're better when they move the ball.
There's a good cut off the inbound. It's going to lead to free throws.
Good pass, good cut.
Bilolo hit from behind. And a foul on Connor O'Rourke. That's his 3rd. So the Bedford senior center in a little bit of foul trouble here late in the third quarter as we get a look at that replay.
Good recognition, good pass.
Bilolo has been the man today. 8 points, 10 rebounds unofficially. It's also his 3rd trip to the free throw line, where he's now 3 of 5 after that make. More subs for Coach Moreno. After a brief stint, Luke O'Connell will head back to the sidelines along with O'Rourke, who just picked up his 3rd. Jack May is back. We saw him briefly in that first half, along with Ali Shakir.
Going to go a little small. Right now, Bedford is a little small, and you know what? It's getting testy. It's a 1-point game. It's getting testy. Guys are getting fired up. There's there's some pushing. There's some talking. I'm going to see how this plays out. I hope nothing, you don't want guys getting that fired up.
Bulldogs looking for breathing room. Three-pointer won't give it to him as O'Connell misfires. Bololo out of a crowd after the rebound is going to go all the way to the cup. Ooh. About to say score it, but
almost.
That bank shot rattles out instead of in, instead a foul on Jack May. 2 free throws on the way for the Memorial senior.
No, you bring Jack May in to play defense, right? You want him to play. O'Rourke is out. You don't have any shot blockers in. I mean, Doc can block some shots here and there, but right now the size situation benefits Memorial. They should take advantage of that.
Bololo.
All of a sudden, Bololo
It's hit 3 in a row.
On fire.
Yep. Really shouldered this offense at times tonight. It's in double figures now. 11 points, 11 boards. Still 2.5 to go in this third quarter.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, the game is tied for the first time since the opening minutes of the first quarter. And there's Memorial's first lead since 2-0.
And that's just being aggressive, too. They've been aggressive attacking the basket. Defensively, a little bit better this half, too.
Meanwhile, Dak kind of slice his way with another left-hand layup. This time it goes with the right.
Good follow of his own shot.
His first bucket since halftime. He's in double figures now. Meanwhile, Bori at the rim. Couldn't get it to go, but Bedford fails to secure the rebound. It stays at this end of the Crusaders. Just
May
over 2 minutes to go now, third quarter.
He had that rebound in his hands.
Inside, easy 2. It's a Joe Luau. Been working hard tonight. Finally rewarded with some points. His first field goal.
That was just a little bit of what? Lower body strength. Gave him a little shake. Nudged him out of the way. Hit a 2-footer.
Ellsmore's 3, no. And then an over-the-back foul is going to come against Dak.
Good rebound. Sometimes when you jump over the back, when they make that call, it's a pushing call. But if you don't touch him, if you can reach over and grab it or make a tiny bit of contact, to see what we get. There's not much contact there at all. That was a great rebound. But officials have a tendency to look at that and go, nope, that's automatic, over the back foul. So you try and as a coach, you argue that. You're not going to get anything out of it, but you argue that call because they see it as an over the back foul.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's not. Especially with a guy like he jumps well. Freshman jumps well. We're seeing a lot of good, solid jumping today. I think a lot of athleticism today. It's fun.
Yeah, these are two of the more athletic teams, frankly, in Division I. Of course, Bedford, as we know, a serious year in and year out title contender. They were champs in 23, went back to the semis a year ago, or 2-1 officially out of the gate. Meanwhile, for Memorial, it's been a little bit of a drought since they've gone deep into the March tournament. Hopefully that changes for Crusader fans this season. They bring a lot of experience back, as we've seen tonight, and have already been involved in 3 nail-biters early in the schedule. A 2-point loss opening night on the road at Alvern, followed up by a 3-point win in their home opener against Keene on the wrong end of a 55-53 final score at Londonderry. So these kids battle-tested perhaps early as a result of some of these close games.
Right. And I think part of the reason why I could see them having just a little trouble going forward would be the lack of depth. Right now they have 5 players. Maybe they've played 6 players consistently tonight. That's it.
7.
They've played 7,
yes,
but 6 have only played an extensive amount of time. They played one other guy, right, who came off the bench. He got in for, the last 10 seconds of the play, and that's all we saw of him, or 5 seconds.
Meanwhile, Coach Bryson trying to insert Adumini back in, the sophomore guard who has played well off the bench.
Big fella tried to sneak those free throws in. Did you see that? That should be that's a tee.
Well,
if he's not shooting free throws, though, but if he shot that, they should, in a regular game, that's a tee. He knows he's not shooting that free throw.
See the youngster with a guilty smile as he looked at Coach Bryson. Meanwhile, Adumini His first trip to the line to get his name in the score book in this league here to 2 points. Back iron miss. May had it stripped away by Bori.
Bori again. Just sneaky coming in, grabbing balls. I think that's his first rebound.
Yeah, it is.
But he comes in with his hands everywhere. Gets hand on balls inside.
Meanwhile, Bedford's back in a 2-3 zone. Bololo off balance, doesn't matter.
Wow.
Gets it to go despite being knocked to the floor.
He flicked that up, hoping for a foul.
Got a game-high 13. Crusaders by 3. Bulldogs need an answer. Shakir into the lane, kicks out, Hinton ready to fire, looking to tie the game, can't get it. Jack May, offensive rebound. Another try coming for Bedford. Shakir again trying to penetrate, pivots to his left it short. May, another offensive rebound, and he's fouled on the way back up.
Hands straight up. May with a couple good rebounds, but on that one, I don't see it. Hands straight up. See the Wizard sees that again if we check that foul.
You can see surrounded by white jerseys, double teamed on that low block. And after collecting 2 offensive rebounds on that trip, May is rewarded with free throws. Of course, that name, kind of a household name in football circles, Justin. He's the quarterback for a very good Bedford team in the fall. Had an outstanding season, led the Bulldogs to the D1 semifinals. Meanwhile, free throw is good. 1 for 2 trip for May.
And they were the favorites, right? This year, didn't they finish at the top? And they
went 9-0.
Lost in the semis kind of unexpectedly.
Lost to Pinkerton, who ultimately went on to win the whole thing. This one is stolen. Ellsmore leading a 3-on-2, steps through to the rim for the finish. Ellsmore now with 16 to lead Bedford, and we are tied at 50. Again, the Bulldogs in this 2-3 zone. Memorial whips it inside. Bololo almost lost it. Recovered by LaValle, who just checked back in, and the guard's going to pull everybody back out and reset here with 20 seconds to go.
And there's that 2-3 zone sort of confounding Memorial a little bit. Too much dribbling against the zone, too. You got to really move the ball against the zone. Pass the ball.
This one turned over. Ellsmore, they're going to wave it off. He shuffled his feet. A traveling violation.
He did the shuffle.
Is called.
The Bulldog shuffle, Nick. That's the Bulldog shuffle. When it happens.
Memorial loves it. The game remains tied as a result, and the final shot should go to the Crusaders. Brooks off balance 3, won't work from the wing, loose in the lane, and then O'Rourke with a 2-hand block.
Bololo again.
Will deny Bololo as we move to the 4th quarter.
Wow.
In the same spot where we started, a tie game. 58 to go for the Invitational Basketball Tournament. Championship round concludes on the other side. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, buckle up as we head down the stretch. 4th quarter here in Manchester. It's the final round of the Queen City
Here we go.
Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. This one has been fun. We're tied at 50, early seconds, 4th quarter. First field goal attempt either way is a miss for Memorial, and now Bedford on their first trip, hoping to retake the lead. The Bulldogs won this tournament a year ago in a blowout win over Memorial. Either way, win or lose, it promises to be a lot closer than last year's nearly 40-point victory. Brooks able to wrestle away his 8th rebound for Memorial, and now the Crusaders look to retake the advantage.
Last possession, too. Memorial moved the ball really well. Not too much dribblings. Boom, boom, pass, shot. They missed a shot, but they did it right. And when they do that, they look really good. And in contrast to that, Bedford came down that way, and he saw, for some reason, he wanted to go one-on-one and attack that way, and that was not a good way to attack.
Three-pointer. Too strong for Lual. Offensive rebound, Brooks. Going to keep it at this end. Another quick shot. Rolls off the back iron. O'Rourke on the ground for Bedford, and it's last touch by the Bulldogs.
Ooh.
O'Rourke trying to plead his case, but
He was. Let's take a look.
it's going to fall on deaf ears. Memorial set to inbound.
Yeah, he just kind of threw that one out of bounds. Yeah, I don't think you want necessarily the Wall shooting threes. You have so many other guys on their team that can't shoot threes. Everyone thinks they can, but not everybody can. Everybody wants to, but not everybody can.
Meanwhile, LaValle.
A foul away from the ball over there.
We got a whistle here that
Quiet whistle.
was not heard by the players.
Wait, we got 2 fouls. Wait. Now we got Deschard calling a foul, and we got
All right, the official's going to sort it out here.
So we had a foul before that.
Got an illegal screen on the weak side against Memorial is the call.
It's a Memorial turnover. That's only their 3rd, I think, this half on that. But well away from the ball. Very quiet whistle, man.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw the reaction. I saw him go up with his hand, but the whistle was almost, and I'm deaf anyway, so I really barely heard it. I just saw him raise his hand.
First team foul either way. Second personal foul against Bololo, excuse me. Neither team has scored here in this 4th quarter, nearly 2 minutes in. Memorial sticking with the man-to-man. That's been the look all night under Coach Bryson. Off the crossover, Ellsmore steps into an 18-footer, won't go. Bololo trying to power out. Up ahead to LaValle, lost it off the dribble. Turned over to O'Rourke, and then a foul in the backcourt against LaValle. As the guard expresses his frustration to Coach Bryson on the sideline. Second team foul against the Crusaders with an even 2 minutes now off the clock. LaValle going to come out of the game. And the sophomore Joel Gomez is back on.
Yeah, Gomez they kept off for a little bit, but he brings in needed size. He's a good rebounder, good defender. And right now, Bedford's kind of relying on this just go one-on-one and see what you get out of that.
O'Connell start and stop. Scooper, no. Loose.
Bololo again.
Yep. 13th rebound tonight from the guard spot.
Man, I'll tell you what. Right now, if they win, he's the MVP.
Bori to the tin for 2. Well, he's such a great scorer. You can't hold him down for long. He's now in double figures with 11.
That's such a good offhand. People, if you just jumped in the game right now, and hopefully you haven't, hit the subscribe button, right? If you just saw that, you think he might be right-handed. He's left-handed, and he uses his right hand offhand very well.
Meanwhile, O'Connell followed his own miss and draws a foul on the baseline.
No, I think maybe just
out of bounds.
Yeah, just out of bounds, and there was a little bit of overexcitement bouncing around over there, hoping that he thought the call went the other way.
And you get a look there. The officials
see the ball.
It went off the leg of Gomez. Meanwhile, Dak out of control, offensive foul.
Yeah, he was waiting for that. It's another turnover. Waiting for that.
Adamini steps in, draws the charge. That's the second offensive foul against the Bedford freshman. And no real argument there from Ouija Doc.
Yeah, he was waiting. You can see it. He was waiting underneath. He was waiting deep, though.
That's his 3rd personal.
He was pretty deep underneath the basket for that one.
3 minutes in, 4th quarter.
Become zone.
Kind of a defensive slug match here in this frame.
There it is.
And another travel. It's going to be called against the Crusaders, their 11th turnover.
Yes, they always wonder why they travel or did they travel, but they did. He did. Took that extra step. He wasn't going toward the basket. He just took a couple nice steps up the top. Dragged that foot.
Bedford open to tie the game. Instead, Ellsmore and Dak not on the same page. The bounce pass ends up out of bounds.
Just a lack of communication. You got to read it in the eyes, right? Am I going to go back door, or are you going to come up here and going to pass me the ball? I think back door would have been wide open.
9th turnover for Bedford.
It's the right idea by the freshman. Just right. Like you said, not on the same page.
Memorial led by as many as 5. That was back in the first quarter. Trying to make it a 2-possession game here. Offensive rebound, Gomez. Then he lost the dribble in the corner. Taken away by Ellsmore. Quick 3 for Ellsmore. Won't go from the wing, and then the ball ruled out of bounds after touching the top of the backboard.
Hitting the superstructure.
So the missed 3 gives it back to Memorial, and again the Crusaders with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Meanwhile, Bedford has not scored in this fourth, the midway point. Adumime, backdoor, no. Brooks on the tap, no, but a foul.
Good follow by Brooks. He seems to be right there. He has had a lot of offensive rebound putbacks.
Got a double-double now to his credit, if our numbers are correct. 13 points and 10 rebounds.
I'm going to say they are. People should watch. Young players need to watch that. If you're a guy that can get up around the basket and you can jump like that, you need to follow every shot that your teammates shoot. You'll get easy baskets and you'll get rebound. Now, when you're going to go from a guy like me who used to like to pad my stats and score as many points as I could, right? I had so many baskets. I knew in high school, I knew my guard was going to miss the layup. I'd follow everywhere. On the break, anywhere I'd follow. And just run by guys and go, no, they don't think you're going to miss the layup, and you do.
Meanwhile, that was a big foul, that last whistle against Bedford. That was Dak's 4th. He is now checked out of the game. So Coach Moreno, at least for now, without his starting power forward, foul is called here in the paint. O'Connell draws contact from all directions there and heads back to the free throw line with his team down 4, 54-50.
You keep Dak out too long, I don't think, right? You need him in there to rebound. You need him in there to play defense. That's different to say that, too, about a freshman. You're saying you need a freshman in the game. I've not seen a freshman this good, this somewhat polished freshman since Kerr Tang when I had him at West. Who's now where? Michigan State.
There you go.
Big things ahead for Dak, perhaps.
O'Connell goes 2 for 2. He's held it down, 11 points. 8 of those coming in the first half.
The high post is wide open. That's where you want to go with the ball. High post.
It's also a little bit of a different look here. 1-3-1. Either way, a high-low backdoor is the answer.
That's the move right there.
Bori in double figures now with 13 after that layup.
Good pass by Gomez from the top.
Bedford down by 4. Unfamiliar territory for the Bulldogs, who have played with the lead more often than not tonight.
Oh, there's another travel. The Bedford shuffle. The Bulldogs shuffle.
That is the 10th turnover. 5 in each half now for Coach Moreno's club. And the Bedford head coach has seen enough. Timeout, Bulldogs. 56-52 Memorial as we head down the stretch here. 3:25 to play.
Good timeout call. Got to bring his guys down a little bit under control. Again, they are better. And Coach Moreno said this. So I'm not just making stuff up. They're better when they move the ball and they pass and cut. When they over-dribble and attack that way, especially against a team that has some size and some athletic ability inside to block shots. Right? It's stagnant. Everybody stands around and watches. They're better when they move the ball, as are most teams. That's just the way it is.
Reminder, we're back with another Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week coming up on Friday. Not quite sure where we'll be yet.
I was going to ask you that. Who we're going to see next on this
the only
festive
way
week.
You can find out later this week is to like and subscribe right now. That way, once the link is up, it'll go right to your phone and everything will be taken care of as we bring you.
There it is. Hit the button right there.
Yep.
You showed it. You're showing it right now.
2 live broadcasts every week from now until March.
And not just an ordinary broadcast, Nick. A high-definition broadcast with the best cameramen
in the business.
The best production studio, yes, in the business. There's nobody better. Nobody else has a wizard.
Nope.
Do they? No. Or the world's most tan executive producer. Nobody has that.
That's right.
But us.
56-52. Bedford down 4, going to stretch the defense, it looks like, here a little bit as they go back to a man-to-man.
You know, and the zone did work. The zone worked really well for a long time until Memorial figured that out. Hey, now Memorial's going to go delay. This is a delay game. You're going to try and hold the ball. This is old school delay game. Just keep going back and forth. You don't want to over-dribble and get trapped.
Bori is double-teamed. First, a timeout from Coach Bryson.
It's a timeout. You don't get a tee. There's no anger there. There was just a – see, that's the thing about the ball slam. Did you see that? And they were clamoring for a tee.
Yes, it looked like a little bit of frustration there let off by Jack May.
Sometimes to me, if you get a call against him and you slam the ball, bang, it's a tee. I'm not sure that one was warranted a tee. I'm not sure.
No, again,
They're begging for it.
You've got 3 of the best in the business here working this exhibition. A 3-man crew: Pat McCarthy, Richard Deschard, Darryl Robichaud.
These are the top 3. If you go down the list, because these are the top 3.
It's certainly on the short list for sure.
Well, because they're hard. There's about maybe I feel like there's 8 refs now. You see the same guys because they can't find anybody to do it. It's a thankless gig.
It is.
It really, you take
and they've
so
done a
much
great
abuse.
job tonight here. They've limited the whistles. They've let them play, so to speak.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what you want in an exhibition game, a championship game. You got to let them play a little bit, right? Because you know what? During the regular season, that's not going to happen. They're going to call more fouls in the regular season, and right now they're doing the exact right thing by letting them play. I don't know what the assistant's arguing about over here, begging for. Probably the ball slam, but
not going to get that.
No, it's too late for that. And it wasn't. Nothing happened. I think he just kind of. Maybe he was frustrated with himself, but there was nothing.
It was fine.
There was nothing the officials did or anybody did to force that.
All right, Brooks, the inbounder, inside of 3 minutes. Crusaders looking to extend their 4-point lead. Bori in the low post, going to slither his way around the defender and score it with the right hand.
Yeah, they got a couple guys. Him and Bololo are really fun to watch.
15 points for Bori. Quick answer the other way.
It's O'Connell again.
For O'Connell.
Who's been somewhat quiet the second half, too, hasn't?
8 of his 13 before the break. Bori. Kick. They go right back to him on the wing in front of Coach Bryson.
We'll see if they go back to that delay game. If you watch the delay game.
Bori backdoor. Bololo for 2.
Beautiful pass and a beautiful use of the basket with the reverse like we talked about earlier.
And then a steal from Bololo. He's got his eye on the rim and look out.
Bang! Bounce! Look at that bounce by Bololo with the steal. Holy mackerel.
Largest lead for Memorial as we hit 2 minutes to go. 62-54, and now a foul is called against Bololo.
You get that replay coming. Here it comes right here, folks. Watch the replay.
That's a big whistle, as that's number 4 on Memorial's leading scorer, Christian Bololo. Speaking of 4 fouls, Ouija Dak back on the floor for Bedford.
He needs to be back on the floor. You can't take these guys out now, not with 2 minutes left. You just can't reach right now. Don't reach. Play smart, and you'll stay in the game. Don't try and block shots. Just get a hand up.
Meanwhile, Tyler Pickett on the floor for Bedford as well. He has played sparingly off the bench tonight. O'Connell in attack mode. Bodied up by Adumene. Settles to the fade. It won't go. Brooks the rebound. Outlet for Gomez. Numbers for Memorial. Give and go. Layup.
Unselfish play. Beautiful. Off the rebound. Unselfish play.
Crusaders starting to pull away. They're up 10. Meanwhile, Ellsmore lost it on the way up. It'll stay at this end with Bedford. But the Bulldogs now starting to run out of time. Just 1:27 remaining. Coming up after the game, stats, highlights, analysis, plus a live interview with the winning head coach. Meanwhile, a crafty play here off the inbound by Ellsmore. Throws it off the back of the defender.
Right off the glutes.
Collects the loose ball and scores. That was an old Scottie Pippen play in the finals back in '93.
That's why you never turn your back entirely. You always see the ball no matter what. You may want to turn around, but you always see the ball.
There's a foul. Well, Bololo got caught up there with Hinton.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, there's a tiny little push, not much there. It looked worse than it was. He fell backward.
Foul is against Hinton, his second.
And
third team foul against Bedford, so they've got one left to give.
Don't, if you're Memorial too, don't lob the ball right now. There's no lobbing of the ball. A couple times they lobbed it, and I thought, ooh, oh, they look good though. They have really handled themselves well here at the end of the game and trying to close this out. Very impressive.
Got a foul here.
Are we shooting? We are not shooting yet. Right? One more? Yeah, 4-4. One more. And we're shooting free throw time. All right, the guards. Don't you think the guards for Memorial, Nick, have been really good? Bololo and Bori have been very good tonight, especially here at the end, trying to maintain the lead and just close the game out.
Little keep away here at midcourt. Another foul is called against the Bulldogs. So now we have a bonus situation with 56 seconds to go.
Free throw. Now we'll have a free throw contest.
As Joel Gomez steps to the line, he's got a chance to score his 10th point of the night, become the 4th Crusader in double figures.
Yeah, he's 1 for 2 from the line, so good chance for him to kind of hit a couple free throws. Didn't jinx it. I didn't want to jinx it. I really did not.
Well, both teams have used the line to their advantage tonight.
They have. They have. I mean, Memorial shot significantly more free throws if we look at the overall amount of free throws.
2 for 2 for Gomez. 11
early.
Points for the sophomore.
Crossed that line a tad bit early. Here we go.
The lead is 10. O'Connell spins his way to the rim but leaves it short, and then look out. A tie-up and a jump ball is called as Udimene and Ellsmore hit the ground.
Look at Udimene. Look at that. He didn't get angry. He fought hard for the rebound on the floor. He didn't get angry. Just got up and pointed the other direction. No anger there. Look. Love that.
And the sophomore keeping his cool.
Love that. Yeah, he didn't get angry at all. Just got up. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Maintain your composure. You're up. 10 points with 48 seconds left. We're switching the ball, too.
Ellsmore and Bololo having a few exchanges.
We just switched the ball.
And it will stay at this end as a result of the reversal. Bedford basketball, 49 seconds. Bulldogs down 10. Quick pull-up, O'Connell left it short. He's played every minute tonight. Kept alive by Dak. Ellsmore, another crack at it. Wild three is going to be ruled.
Yeah, he tipped it. Ball
out of bounds. It was tipped by the defender. It landed out of bounds on the side of the basket. So
once it hits that pole, the structure, out of bounds. It can hit the side of the backboard. You can't hit that pole.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. It can hit that. If you hit the side, the ball's in play.
But not the pole, and that was the case. And it was last touch by Memorial. It stays here with Bedford, and now a quick foul is called with just 35 seconds now remaining.
Now, Memorial should never foul. In fact, Memorial probably should go to a zone and just put your hands up. Make sure you get out in the shooters, maybe a 3-2 zone. Go out in the shooters, right? Get a hand up and don't give up any threes.
Both teams are in the bonus now as Bori commits his second. That leads to a Hinton free throw attempt. That is good.
First one, right? First one of the game.
Yeah, it should be 1-1. It's a moot point now as he goes 2 for 2.
Bedford press, trying to maybe foul, trap.
And a foul.
They did foul, okay.
66-58. Bololo is fouled with 31 seconds even remaining. Well, should Memorial hang on, we will speak with Coach Danny Bryson.
It's a good win for them. Good win for him. Good win for the team, the school, the city. When's the last time a city school won this tournament?
It's been a while.
Yeah, think about it, right? You got Bedford's won.
Memorial had come up short, as we mentioned, last year.
Yes.
And in 2019 against Exeter.
That's right.
So they are
Exeter,
over.
I know it 1-1.
Are about to get over the hump should they be able to hang on. A big reason why has been this kid.
Absolutely.
The senior.
Got a double.
Christian Bololo. He has out-rebounded everybody with 13 boards, and he's approaching 20 points here tonight.
I don't know what he did earlier in this tournament. You know, a lot of times you base the MVP goes on kind of how you played throughout the whole tournament, but you look at this game, you look at the championship game, and if you play really well in that, you earn the MVP, I think, for the tournament, because really just the one that counts, right?
Ellsmore deep three. Sorry, O'Connell.
They look alike.
They do.
Two guys look like the same guy.
Another three-pointer is third from downtown. An immediate timeout comes from the Bedford sideline. As Coach Moreno continuing to fight here with now 24 seconds to go. Two-possession game again.
Oh, yeah.
At 67-61.
Well, like I said, you don't want to give up threes. So you make them shoot twos. You got to make sure you go as far out as you can and close out. They like to dribble and attack the basket and go one-on-one anyway, right? So you go out and you make them drive and you don't give up open threes. That's where your 3-2 zone, or you got to play man, you got to stay on your man, and they know who can shoot threes, right? At this point in the game, you know who the three-point shooters are for Bedford, right? It's O'Connell and it's Elsmore. Those are the guys that can shoot threes. Only Hinton's made a three. He's the only other guy on the team that's made a three. You don't let Logan, because there is a Luke, you don't let Logan have an open look for a three. You just don't.
Out of the timeout, Bedford will pick up full court man-to-man. Hoping to force a turnover here with 24 seconds. Bori, the inbounder, free to roam the baseline, gets it in, and Bilolo is fouled. A reach-in foul against Pickett. About a second and a half comes off the clock. 22.4 now remaining.
I'm running out of room on my sheet for free throws for Bilolo.
Yeah. He's only missed 2 tonight.
No, he's been really, really consistent after those. He made his first 2, missed his second 2.
He's 8 of 10 overall.
After that.
And he's 6 in a row. All in this second half. Got that one as well.
Perfect. So the jinx, we didn't jinx that.
Nope. Too good for the jinx. 21 points, 13 rebounds.
There will be no jinxing tonight.
Well, Coach Bryson's got a smile on his face that usually means his team is in a good spot. 68-61. One more for the senior up and in.
Nice shot. He has been outstanding today. I mean, even if he doesn't win it, he's my MVP.
Three-pointer. Pickett won't go. Loose ball. Bori trying to track it for Memorial. Does get to it. Brooks leaves it for Gomez, who wants to throw it down but can't secure the basketball.
Well, he tried.
It goes out of bounds, and with 6 seconds left, it's all fun and games here for Memorial.
He gave that. It slipped out of his hands. Almost got it. Little hand slippage.
Bulldogs will not foul.
No
Manchester Memorial is going to win the tournament on their home floor. The 2024 Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament goes to head coach Danny Bryson and the Memorial Crusaders after a 69-61 decisive come-from-behind victory over the Bedford Bulldogs. They avenged their loss from a year ago in this spot with their third win in 3 days. Coming up, we speak with head coach Danny Bryson. We'll also give you the full recap, stats, highlights, and analysis on the way as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, 69-61 ends up being the final score. Manchester Memorial, your winner of the 2024 Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament. Final round goes to the home team, and we speak with the head coach, Danny Bryson. First of all, Coach, congratulations. Great job.
Congratulations,
Great effort tonight.
Good win.
Your team picking up a pair of impressive wins really over the last, 24 hours.
Yeah.
A win last night against Trinity. You do it against Bedford here. How proud of you or your team?
Extremely
after
proud.
This one?
Extremely proud. I mean, you got two of the top teams. You got to go through two of the last two defending champions to win a Christmas tournament. It shows that how much we matured since last year. I'm extremely proud of this guy in all aspects this year.
Yeah. You've got quite a group, right? 4 returning senior starters, athletic, deep, a lot of length. Seems like, Coach, the sky could be the limit with this group, right?
Sky is the limit for us. As long as we can, keep it together throughout the whole year and stay consistent, I think that we can do some big things. Christian
Bololo tonight, 22 points, 13 rebounds. What can you say about him as a leader?
He's a leader, man. He's been on varsity for 3 years. He impacts us way more than just on the court. He's explosive, a good decision maker, and you see his athleticism. I can't say enough about him. But the whole core group, him, Borey, Jack Brooks, even a sophomore, Ladoum, who played today. I mean, they're all starting to gel right now. This was this tournament. You could take a lot away from this tournament. And I think that the chemistry is starting to get there, as you can see, as we've gotten better as the tournament went on.
Yeah, it's great for practice. I mean, this is like a great practice situation for everybody, right? You get to play against teams that you're going to see later.
Yep.
You out-rebounded them 27-18, I think.
Yep.
Turnovers were about the same. What do you look forward to with those guards? The guards are outstanding. What do you look forward to?
I had to let them loose. I think it was me holding them back, and that's why we didn't stop being a full court pressing team. I mean, I think we have some of the best guards, like 2 of the best guards in the state, who could get to the rim. And we could beat you in different aspects. We could beat you inside. We could beat you outside. And all we've been seeing so far is zone, and now we're starting to get better against the zone. So you can see it out there. Everything's starting to get better and starting to trust each other.
You figured that out. Once you guys figured out high post, and you got passes, you got cutters all over the place. Once you guys figured that out, it was over for them.
It was. And we expected zone. We looked kind of. They would take away the free throw line at first, and then we've kind of got when we started going short corner, they hit that and opened up a lot of things for us.
But, looked really good. Good job. Good win.
I appreciate it, guys.
Now you've got a few days off before you're back in action in a regular season situation. On Friday, you host Salem at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
What happens this week as you prepare for the Blue Devils?
We get a day off tomorrow. We get back to the gym tomorrow on Tuesday and get ready for Salem and the rest of the season. Now, I mean, this is kind of like the preseason. You don't really get a lot of time between the first three games to prepare. So
this is great.
I'm gonna go get my trophy though.
No, go win.
All right,
Coach,
I appreciate
congratulations.
it.
Get the trophy. Congratulations.
Thank you for stopping by. We don't want to have Coach miss a photo opportunity here with his club.
That's a nice trophy.
He's going to hoist it high in the air here. A job well done. Memorial trailed tonight by as many as 11 early in the second quarter. Came back to trim Bedford's lead to 35-31 at half. We were tied at 50 going into the fourth quarter. And then Bololo, along with 3 of his teammates, all finish in double figures. 4 for Memorial with at least 10 points tonight. Really a team effort for Coach Bryson's crew.
Yeah, and I think I'm looking down and I see a little, plaque there. I think Bololo was the MVP. He deserved that. They won there in a selfish team. They moved the ball pretty well. They figured the zone out. He's got guys that have been together for a while, and like Coach Bryson said, he had to kind of let them go a little bit.
Yep.
And once he let them go, they're smart enough to kind of know how to play together and how to use, each other, and they played off each other well. When you have a guard that can get you, 12, 13 rebounds like that in a game, you're in good shape.
It's huge.
And Bedford Bedford got to the finals, though, with another young group that they probably didn't think. No one would think they may be here in the finals this year with that young group. And I think they're still figuring that out. They need to figure out, ball movement. And, Coach talked about that last time we spoke to him, right? Better ball movement, sophomore things that happen that you want to go, no, don't do that. Mm-hmm. And I think great learning experience here for them tonight. In a championship game like that, you know what it does? It allows for them to be, I think, more confident as they go forward in the future.
Some good individual efforts in defeat tonight for Bedford. Junior guard Landon Ellsmore led the way with a team-high 18 points. Had help from Logan O'Connell, who had 16. And their leading rebounder tonight was Connor O'Rourke with 8 rebounds. As I mentioned, for Memorial, 4 players in double figures. Christian Bololo, the high man, with 22 and 13. Bori, strong second half, where he had 10 of his 15 come after halftime. 15 points as well for Jack Brooks.
He played well.
Who also chipped in with 11 rebounds. A solid double-double there for the senior. And then the sophomore, Joel Gomez, despite the missed dunk attempt, did finish in double figures with 11 points.
Right? They were ahead. And Brooks was fantastic, too, with offensive reboundings and tip-ins. And like I said, I can't say that enough. If you're a young player today, you watch what he did, and you try and tip in and follow every shot.
Yep.
I don't care if you're 5'8" or 6'8". You try and follow every missed shot with a rebound and it helps your team, and of course you're going to pad your stats. What am I going to say? Yes, everybody wants to do that, and it's fun. But if you do those little things that people kind of forget, you win, and that's what Brooks did tonight. He rebounded, he tipped balls in. I was still impressed, though, that those young guys for Bedford, though, they're hitting threes. They didn't back down to anything. They attacked the basket. Somehow they got shots off that I didn't think they were going to get the shots off. And I thought the officiating let them play, and I thought that was good, especially for a game like this that is going to prepare both teams for a rugged, vigorous schedule as we go forward to now. Because you don't get much practice time.
No.
People forget. You only get a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's basically 2 games a week from now until the tournament, which begins, as we know, in early March. All right. I want to thank Christine, Jordan, and the rest of the staff here at Manchester Memorial. Another great job and another tournament in the books here. It's the 6th time Memorial has won this tournament. So congratulations again to the Crusaders, and we thank Christine, Jordan, and the rest of the staff here at Merrimack at Memorial.
Ooh, close.
For our
You're thinking ahead.
Friday Night Lights New Hampshire crew that includes the great Matt Beals and John Barron behind the lens. Another bang-up job tonight. And, of course, the whole thing orchestrated by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For executive producer Steve Beals and my partner, Justin Gorham, I'm Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time. Manchester Memorial 69, Bedford 61. This has been a presentation of the 2024 Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance.